The death toll from the storm in Maine has now risen to 3, and another person is still missing. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. Governor Janet Mills spent part of yesterday getting a first-hand look at damage from the storm, and crews are still trying to restore power to everyone. We'll have the latest. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories coming up. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Hey Susan, happy Thursday afternoon. Still some advisories posted from the rainfall we had earlier this week, causing some of the rivers and streams to get a little higher than they should be though. But otherwise, gale warnings remain posted until 7 a.m. for your Friday because of active surf along the coast with gusty winds. So that's kind of the bigger things we're watching right now, waiting for some of the rivers to go down because of the rainfall and of course some gusty winds stirring up the ocean as well. But meanwhile though, on land we're looking okay. There's some clouds that have been developing at times, but really it's going to be a pretty nice day. This thing's going to stay off to the east and leave us alone. No, we'll just have a little bit of clouds, but otherwise a lot of sunshine today, and really that'll be about it. This area, low pressure right about in here. We have high pressure up in Canada. That's going to help to keep us nice moving forward today. Futurecast moving forward, a lot of sunshine today. Get outside and really enjoy it though, with a mostly clear sky coming up later on tonight, and even sunshine on the way as we head towards your Friday. So as for the wind though, it'll be out of the north going toward the south, getting up to around 18 to 20 miles per hour at times. Some higher gusts are possible as well, up to 30 miles per hour. And then by your Friday, as you can see there, the winds will start to decrease. There'll be a slow decrease between now and as we head towards Friday afternoon. Forecast coming out for today, lower 30s, lots of sunshine, also windy out there. We'll have north wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. Later on tonight, 12 degrees, mostly clear and windy. The north wind still gusting to around 30 miles per hour at times. Hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period, a lot of sunshine, temperatures in the 20s and 30s before it sets. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Susan?
Thank you, Devin. There's heartbreaking news in the town of Mexico where searchers have found the body of one missing person. They're still searching for another. Asia Reed has the latest.
The Mexico police chief tells CBS 13 that early Wednesday morning, a truck was discovered by crews that got swept away Monday night by rising waters. Inside that truck, they found one of the 2 missing victims.
We did recover a 61-year-old female today, deceased.
That woman was one of 4 people in a truck trying to cross the Red Bridge into Rumford Monday.
A vehicle had turned down the Carlton Avenue and ended up into the river upside down.
Floodwaters pulled the truck into the Swift River. 2 people were rescued Monday night and treated for hypothermia. Investigators say they found the vehicle right here around 6:30 Wednesday morning.
Fortunately today, we've already dropped over 3 feet, so we were able to find the truck.
There's still a search underway for the 4th person in that truck, a woman in her 20s.
Because of the current, the rapid current in the levels, it just made it really difficult.
For now, the chief of police says the search is suspended until the river dies down. Although the river has receded, the chief says drivers still need to be careful.
People need to be aware of the roads. They're going to start opening. They could be undermined. Just be very careful when driving on these roads.
The chief of police says the names of the victims will not yet be released at this time. The Maine Warden Service and the Maine State Police will continue assisting in this ongoing investigation.
Governor Janet Mills addressed the state Wednesday on damage recovery and power restoration efforts. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard has more about what the governor says are challenging days ahead.
I think we were as prepared as possible.
Governor Janet Mills spent part of the morning Wednesday surveying floodwaters along the Kennebec River in Augusta before she received a briefing on storm damage and recovery efforts by the Maine Emergency Management Agency and Maine Department of Transportation. Residents in high-impacted areas are still being advised not to travel on the roads and say some Mainers may not have power until Christmas.
The extensive damage caused by the storm means that we're continuing to look at a multi-day power restoration effort.
According to Governor Mills, over 200,000 CMP customers and 42,000 Versant customers have already had power restored, and both companies are working day and night to get the lights back on. Around midnight on Wednesday, the Kennebec River was at 27 feet. It normally sits at 7 feet.
But water levels remain high, and they continue to pose a serious risk in many areas of the state, particularly along the Kennebec and Androscoggin rivers.
This press conference was the first time Mainers and members of the media spoke with the governor, nearly 3 days after the first impacts of the storm. She was questioned on the lack of communication. Her response?
We were in an emergency status. I mean, We issued press releases. I was busy on the phone and on Zoom with these good people and others most of the day yesterday and much of the day Monday. I was in the office.
On Tuesday, Governor Mills issued a state of civil emergency for 14 of Maine's 16 counties.
So this declaration of civil emergency formalizes our all-hands-on-deck approach, and it ensures that every state resource is available to towns across Maine that need assistance.
As crews continue to work to get Maine back to normal, Governor Mills says the state is resilient and has the strength to move forward.
We have challenging days ahead, but we will get through this.
In Augusta, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
While crews have made significant progress on widespread outages, a number of Mainers are still without power. Versant is currently reporting over 900 customers affected by outages, high concentration still in Bangor, Brewer, Hamden, Holden, and Dedham, just to name a few. CMP is reporting over 90,000 customers affected by outages. Androscoggin, Kennebec, and Somerset counties showing some of the highest numbers. As some homes and businesses are still waiting for power to come back on, so are first responders in the city of Brewer, and that creates a different level of complication. We caught up with the department leaders to see how they're getting over these hurdles.
Downed trees and power lines are a common sight these days following Monday's storm, but for the city of Brewer, it seems Mother Nature pointed her finger directly at first responders.
The very worst section we had hit here in town was unfortunately right in front of the building.
We've been going up the opposite side of the road. We just barely squeezed through.
Public Safety Director Jason Moffett and Fire Captain Chris Dorr say the damage was extensive, with multiple downed poles and wires blocking access to and from the building, briefly crippling their operations.
We had a couple of poles come down in the high winds, and they actually trapped one vehicle that's still out there right now. I think we've got a total of 7 down now.
They are back up and responding to calls, but not without complications.
We've got a path to get in and out, but right now we have no power here, no internet, so, for our reporting systems, things like that.
We're unable to wash our gear. We wash our gear after every fire to remove all the debris and stuff from the fire. Our washer's not hooked to the generator because it was put in after the building was built, so we can't wash our gear.
It's unclear when the damage will be repaired, but in the meantime, they are stressing the importance of everyone being extra careful.
No, I think it's just important for people to recognize that when these things happen, they do need to have patience with the crews up there. And, when you're driving, drive with extra caution.
Communities are finding ways to help as folks wait for the power, and now they're facing colder temperatures. A few important things to note. First, the Fairfield Police Department says the Millstream School in Norridge Walk will continue to be available overnight as a warming center. They also have facilities available for showers. You're asked to bring your own towels and toiletries. The Red Cross is on hand to assist. If you have any questions, we have a number on our website to call. Also, the Waldo County YMCA in Belfast opened as an emergency overnight shelter last night, and they'll be open through noon on Friday. The shelter includes an area for sleeping, and meals will be provided. You'll find a list of suggested items to bring with you on our website. Finally, most state offices were slated to reopen today for normal operations, but there are a few exceptions. You'll also find that list on our story with our website, foxbangor.com. Though Monday's storm has come and gone, many are still feeling its effects. Our David Ledford spoke with some Dover-Foxcroft residents as they went without power for the 3rd day in a row.
We got kind of blindsided by this storm. We weren't ready for it. Normally it's snow, and it being like rain and everything kind of came out of left field.
Following the aftermath of Monday's storm, restoration efforts are underway across the state. In Dover-Foxcroft, officials say they are still responding to calls after flooding impacted much of the town.
We've dealt with a variety of calls over the last 2 days, anywhere from power lines down, trees blocking roadways, building collapse, numerous flooded basements and flooded roadways.
Dover-Foxcroft Fire Chief Brian Godet says the flooding has now receded and some are beginning to have their power restored. However, some are still without power or running on a generator. Dover Foxcroft resident Devin Baird says his mother was sent to the hospital because their generator is not strong enough to power her medical equipment.
She had some issues with her equipment for oxygen. She can't use her nebulizer, she can't use her concentrator.
Those who have had their power restored now face the challenge of repairing what was damaged during the storm.
It ripped shingles off our roof, it tore one of our French doors off its hinges.
We're helping a friend of ours repair his shingles.
For those still without power and looking to heat their home, officials say you need to make sure you do it safely.
If you have a wood stove, make sure your chimney's well cleaned. If you have to run backup generators, make sure the generators are placed away from the residents.
To learn more about safe home heating during a power outage, Godet says to contact your local fire department. In Dover Foxcroft, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Our team caught up with Versant crews working to get people back online in Glenburn and Brewer Wednesday. Senior Communications Manager Judy Long described the amount of tree damage in the greater Bangor area as tremendous. She says their crews have been successfully responding to local emergencies, and now their focus is getting power back on for everyone.
Versant Power has 164,000 customers in northern and eastern Maine, and we have seen more than half of them lose their power in this storm. Thankfully, we restored almost half of those customers that were out at peak, but it's going to take a great deal more work in order for us to get everybody back online.
Long says they expect it will take until the end of the week to get everyone's power restored. Additional crews from Long Island and Canada have also been called in to assist. Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, one person was found guilty of murder in a trial in Machias yesterday. 2 people stood accused. We'll have details when we return.
Commercial vehicles can be dangerous, and they usually carry big insurance policies. So whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or a big rig like this, we know commercial vehicle accidents, and we know how to get you the big money you may deserve. If any commercial vehicle hurts you, call the twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the twos. We win for you. Call 222-2222.
Christmas, it's not your birthday, but it's better than nothing. Season's greetings from the Green Bear 420 crew. P.S. Happy birthday, big guy. Happy holidays from Osborne's Plumbing and Heating in Bucksport and Ellsworth, featuring boiler and furnaces, replacement gas or oil. Happy holidays from Coach House Restaurant. Homemade meals, homemade desserts, now serving pizza, eat in or take out. Wilson Street in Brewer.
R&K Variety is more than just a convenience store. With delicious homemade food made fresh daily, we offer hearty meals that don't break the bank. Whether it be our delicious chicken pot pie, one of our many savory soups, or a pizza, you can't go wrong at R&K Variety. Looking for a drink after a long workday? R&K Variety is an agency liquor store with an impressive selection. R&K Variety, more than just a convenience store. We're your neighbor, chef, barista, and friend. Stop by today.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
A verdict has been reached in a Washington County murder trial. Our Doug Banks has those details.
All rise. After 3 days of deliberation, jurors found Kaylee Brackett guilty of murder, but the jury was deadlocked and a mistrial was declared when it came to Donnell Dana.
Guilty or not guilty? Is this the jury's verdict?
So say you all.
Yes. According to the presiding judge, a sentencing for Brackett will occur at a later date. For Donnell Dana, jurors were unanimously deadlocked, and when asked if further deliberations would produce a verdict, each juror responded with no, resulting in a mistrial. It is unclear at this time what brought the jurors to that decision. As Dana left the courtroom, he turned around to the gallery and said, "We spoke to members of Dana's family outside the courthouse following the decision.
What happened today was not real justice for both families. None of the families involved. They want real justice. They would find the people underneath her fingernails, and they would find these people and prosecute them. This wasn't justice at all."
When asked for comment on the trial, Assistant Attorney General Leanne Zania said she'll reserve comments until the day of the sentencing. In Machias, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Now to the latest on the war between Israel and Hamas. The White House says serious negotiations are underway for another temporary ceasefire and the release of more hostages. This is Gaza's health ministry, which is run by Hamas, is reporting that the death toll has surpassed 20,000. ABC's foreign correspondent Britt Clement has the latest.
This morning,
Oh my God!
civilians and journalists caught in an Israeli airstrike. And as the war nears its 12th week, a grim milestone in Gaza, 20,000 killed, according to the Hamas-run health ministry.
We are just collateral damage.
Arwa Naif is a mother of two, forced to evacuate 5 times already since the start of the war.
There is no one single place where you can say, here it's a secure place where I can sleep the night. It is worse every day. It's getting worse every day.
But the war unlikely to end soon. In Beirut, a senior Hamas leader saying there's no hostage deal without a ceasefire. One of those released hostages returning to his home on Kibbutz Be'eri Wednesday, recalling his nightmare.
The last thing I remember is being carried away and Yuval, my girlfriend, say I love you.
House by house charred out, painful reminders of the horrors committed that day as pressure intensifies on the government to bring the rest of the hostages home. Well, the White House says that serious negotiations are underway, but Hamas telling us that the latest round of talks in Egypt ended without results. Britt Clement, ABC News, Sderot, Israel.
Main Street Skowhegan is getting more than $425,000 for Phase 2 of its revitalization of Central Maine recompete plan. The money is coming from the Economic Development Administration. It now advances Main Street Skowhegan to the final round of federal funding, which will award an average of $20 to $50 million in the implementation funding. In a statement, Senator Susan Collins said, quote, Main Street Skowhegan is committed to revitalizing the community while honoring the region's rich heritage. This federal funding will support Main Street Skowhegan's initiative to help individuals re-enter the workforce, helping to promote economic development in the greater Skowhegan and Waterville area. A group is helping to make the holidays brighter for those impacted by the Lewiston shootings. We'll be right back.
Did you know 80% of women are struggling with hair damage? Dryness and frizz that keeps coming back could be damaged hair that can't retain moisture. You need Pantene's Miracle Rescue Deep Conditioner. It's filled with provitamins to help hair lock in moisture, visibly repairing 6 months of damage in just one use, with no weigh down. Guaranteed or your money back. For hair that looks healthy and stays healthy. If you know it's Pantene.
Are your gutters weighed down by debris causing them to sag and overflow? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems. Clogged gutters lead to costly repairs for your home, so skip the cleaning and stop the clogs with Gutter Shutter. Gutter Shutter, the world's best gutter, is a high-performance gutter with a lifetime no-clog guarantee. Stop the clutter, get Gutter Shutter. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
Oh no! Son of a nutcracker! This is what I get for eating all those cookies. Hey, Roto-Rooter, I got a big clog for you. I'm stuck in the chimney. Again. Yep, I'm the clog. Any chance you could fa la la over here?
For all your holiday plumbing needs, Roto-Rooter can save the day.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
I got hurt by a big truck. Why did I call the twos?
Because life-changing injuries deserve life-changing money, and I'll fight to get it for you. We got a client who broke multiple bones in a commercial vehicle accident, $700,000. Another client had a brain injury, and we got them $1.15 million.
If you get hurt by a big truck, call the Tubes.
We win for you.
Hurt by a big truck? Call the Tubes. We win for you.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or a professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Starting now and right through the new year, if you're planning on having friends and family over, you're probably thinking, what can I put out for them to nibble on that's easy, that will fill them up, and that everyone will love? The answer is simple. Let me show you. We start by combining some refrigerated spinach dip along with some diced pimentos, a good amount of canned artichokes that we've chopped, a couple of cups of shredded cooked chicken, a rotisserie chicken works great for this, garlic powder, and to make this cheesy delicious, a handful of shredded mozzarella. Once this is mixed, we spoon it onto refrigerated crescent roll dough that we laid out on a pizza pan so it looks like the sun. After spooning on the filling, we fold the tip of each piece of dough over it and tuck in the ends. Once we finish this up, we pop it in the oven, and in less than 30 minutes, it's done. I can assure you, by this point, your company will be dying to dig into it. Between the flaky golden crust, the piping hot filling, and the fact that it looks like a wreath, what's not to love? To get the recipe for our spinach artichoke crescent ring, all you have to do is go to our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an easy last-minute way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Cheesy, delicious.
Survivors and families connected to the Lewiston mass shootings are still trying to process losing a loved one right before the holiday season. That's why the nonprofit Joy Mission is jumping in to help collect donated gifts for children that lost a parent that night. Yesterday, presents were delivered to the Strout family. Their father, Arthur Strout, was one of the victims who was killed at Shemangi's Bar and Grill. His widow, Christy Strout, says it's a sense of relief to have some extra support during Christmas.
I'm really overwhelmed with everything. It's been really a struggle just trying to do Christmas without him, and doing the gifts has been hard. So it's nice to have somebody kind of help me out with that without feeling so overwhelmed.
She says the nonprofit is helping out tremendously, and her kids are very excited to open up gifts on Christmas morning. When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
Great Scott! This is Green Bear 420 in 2010. What kind of trip is this? I gotta get back to 2023. Wait, it's 2015. So much has changed. In 2023, we had a lot more glass, t-shirts, and novelties. It's gonna take a bolt of lightning to get me home. Finally, home at last. Now Green Bear 420, Green Bear Green Care is bigger and better than ever. To be continued.
Because I have both Medicaid and Medicare, I got a special Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare. It's called DSNP. That's DSNP. And it stands for Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. My grandson, it's my boy.
Hey, Grandma.
And a WellCare DSNP comes with a whole lot of these. As in, WellCare gives me benefits I can use every day, and real human support, and answers I can understand. And I get benefits like $0 copays on prescriptions and a WellCare Spendables debit card to pay for things like dental, utilities, and groceries. I can even use it to pay at the pump for gas. And that means a WellCare DSNP provides what I need when I need it. And that gives me the confidence I need to get through every day.
the coverage you need, and more. Call or visit wellcareyes.com to see if you qualify for more benefits.
Happy holidays from Central Maine Denture and licensed denturist Patrick Allen, creating smiles with private care and premium service. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Visit us at our Dexter, Guilford, Dover, Foxcroft, Greenville Junction, Brownville, and Canaan locations. Happy holidays from Leo & Sons Auto Repair, a family-owned business providing fast and dependable auto repair services.
Breathtaking drone footage shot after midnight showed peace-themed Christmas lights in the quiet streets of the Eternal City. In a dazzling display of festive spirit, Rome kicked to the full swing of the Christmas lights dedicated to universal theme of peace. The luminous carpet that stretches from Piazza Vanzani to Piazza del Popolo measures 1,400 meters in length and comprises 18 strings of warm white LED lights. The decoration is composed of 300,000 points of light in total and form the word peace in various languages, including French, German, and Spanish. This year, the 10-meter-long Christmas tree at the ancient Capitolone Hill is dedicated to the Italian Constitution with a large interactive multimedia book through which videos on constitutional charter can be seen. Pretty spectacular. Let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Today's full weather forecast is brought to you by Healing Hands Massage in Hamden, providing professional massage services tailored specifically for their clients. Stop by Healing Hands Massage today. You'll thank yourself later. This afternoon, we saw some advisories that were definitely posted. We have some flood alerts that are up because of some higher rivers and such. And we're waiting for those to go down. Of course, gale warnings also posted until 7 a.m. Friday along the coast. Area low pressure just offshore, stirring up the ocean. But for us, so we're looking okay on land. But the wave heights are still rather up 5 to 9 feet according to the buoys that are reporting right now. Some of them farther off towards the east at around 9 feet. But this color right here indicating some of that higher surf that is being reported out there, thanks to, of course, that area low pressure. Right now, the radar and satellite, again, looking pretty nice out there as we do move forward this afternoon, though, with a lot of sunshine. And we're going to stay nice all day long thanks to that Canadian high pressure located right about in here. We're looking pretty good there. There's that cold front right about in there as well, tracking off towards the east. So, again, with high pressure moving in, some nice weather expected for the next few days. So, futurecast moving forward, though, a mostly sunny sky will be expected for us today. Later on tonight, a mostly clear sky will be common for a few of us. So, and as we head towards your Friday, again, dealing with a little bit of sunshine as well. So, looking pretty nice moving forward. And even as we head towards Friday afternoon, still looking pretty good for a few of us. So, with a lot of sunshine in some areas, of course, by Friday night, the sun will be down. So, we'll be under a mostly clear sky. The clouds move in as we head towards early Saturday morning. So, otherwise, though, some gusty winds on the way, reaching up to about 30 miles per hour at times. Again, later on, as we head towards tonight, some gusts up around 20 to 25 miles per hour at times. As we head towards Friday morning, the afternoon, some gusts up to around 20 miles per hour, and that'll be about it there. So otherwise, our average high temperature is around 33 degrees. We'll do a lower 30s today, upper 20s for your Friday. We're back in the middle 30s Saturday, though. And then here we go, lower 40s Sunday into Monday into Tuesday as well, and middle 40s again as we head towards your Wednesday. For today, lower 30s, mostly sunny and windy out there, with that north wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. Later on tonight, here we go, 12 degrees, mostly clear and windy out there. That north wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. For tomorrow, upper 20s, mostly sunny and breezy. That north wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour, so we'll start to back off throughout the daytime period tomorrow. Alrighty, your Healing Hands Massage extended forecast here. Mostly cloudy on Saturday with highs in the mid-30s. Lower 40s Christmas Eve with a partly cloudy sky. We remain in the lower 40s Christmas Day, also with a partly cloudy sky.
Not looking like any snow for Santa. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening with Peter Dubois and Beth Jones on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great afternoon.